Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Never Open Podcast, the podcast open to everyone, especially Mr. David Wenham. My name is Luke. I'm your host of the Never Open Podcast, and with me, as always, is Mr. Andy. Say hello, Mr. Guy.
Hello, Mr. Guy. And you know what? That's all you get today. Nothing else. I'm just going to speak directly to the listeners. We're going to talk about the last two nights proper of the New Japan Cup 2025. We will set up the finals for you and tell you all about every single tag match and all of the tags that happened during the tag matches.
Got so many mega big details of the tags. So many tags.
Somebody said so many ways today to me, and I almost was like, so many ways, like right in their face, but they wouldn't have known what I was talking about, and I would have looked like a fool, even more than normal.
Yeah, no, I've been there. See, if you say it's been a while, then that's different because like a lot of people know that song. It's been a while, but so many ways. I would have done the same.
But they don't know it's Some Like It Hot. You know?
No, they don't. And according to someone I was speaking to yesterday, they don't know hello.
Yeah,
what song is that, Lou? What? You mean hello? Yeah, who's that by? Lionel Sealing guy? Yeah. Anyway, I wonder who that was.
It was that bird getting all pissed off.
That's right. Wilma, you're a beagle. You're supposed to be fucking sorting this shit out. Get out of here.
Supposed to point at him.
Yeah.
You know, I love when talks to that. That's fucking funny.
I like it when my dog Wilma's just like, hey, Luke. Come out and play with me. All right, let's go. Then she hears that, and it's instantly over. Because birds more important than being played with.
Wow,
it's birds time.
Like, they dogs don't have a very long attention span, Luke.
No, which works for me because just like Wilma, I also have attention issues.
Yeah, that's why it takes you so long to walk her. You guys just get up to all kinds of shit, I bet.
Yeah, that's right. But there are all sorts of ways that people can say hello to us if they wish to contact and interact. All right, I won't do that again. There are ways people can contact and interact with us if they wish to, and hear my terrible improv. We're on the Blue Sky. Just look us up, Never Open Pod. Hi, and you can probably find us individually from there. We're on emails too, so if you want to send us a written voice email, you can do that too. neveropenpod@gmail.com. Also, if you've got any of that Sasha Banks money, kick it our way. We have a Teespring store where you can buy merch that'll make you look never as fuck. And if I could reach through screens and things like it's a cartoon and give Mr. Guy a little slap, I would, because he's distracting me with toys. This one's
I would never.
But yes, and also we're on YouTube, so come watch us on there. Hello, this is me doing the intro very badly this time. Last time I nailed it, but maybe that's a sign of how the show goes. Like, hey, we liked all these wrestling matches. Yay! Intro perfect. They saw just okay. And yeah, we won't do that. Who's got the hat on? Who's wearing that? Oh, that's Dean Ambrose, right?
This is Dean Ambrose police version.
All right.
I have that, and also New Day Rocks. I got that as well.
Right.
I have Psycho Sid, which is my prized possession, and I have He-Man.
If you had half the brain that I do, you would be half the man that I am. Is my favorite Psycho Sid promo.
Half the leg that I did in the ring, then you would have half the brain that something
I do. Oh my god. You are feared of me is one of my favorite Sid lines as well. Feared of me. Oh my god, that's amazing. So you are correct. We are at night 7. We are at the Twin Messi Shizuoka South building.
Oh man.
We're not north, east, or west. We're in the South building.
This is some General Conference Hall 3 bullshit right here. Yeah, it is great. I loved it. Walker was on the call. And man, I like this night as far as the building, and the next night we get to one of the most like legendary venues ever. But it's not necessarily the wrestling that's exciting. I'm more excited about the venues. So.
Yeah. No offense to all the wrestlers, but you know it's all tags. What do you want from us?
Yeah.
So we'll start off with Tomohiro Ishii and Katsuyori Morishima versus Ryo Iwa and Hartley Jackson. And Ishii's quite happy to Start fucking with Ryohei. In fact, post-match, he's getting in there tonight and tomorrow night. He's like, TMDK, all of a sudden, you're my mortal enemy. Okay, cool. Because I just want to see him beat the shit out of people. So I'm all right with that. And he's taken issue with both men. I like seeing Ishii mix it up with these two. It's great. It feels kind of fresh as well. Like we haven't seen it a million times. So I'm into that. And then Murashima, he gets to take Hartley Jackson's finisher, which is this move called the Jagged Edge, which is a gnarly looking Death Valley driver. Wow, that's an easy way to continue making me like you. Like that move. And, Ishii doesn't care the match is over because he still wants to beat up Ryohei Iwa. Why not?
I mean, I kind of want to beat up Ryohei Iwa. I can't. I would never be able to. So, but there's a couple of things from this that's interesting. One, Murashima did get to do the power slam on Hartley. That was cool. Crowd like that. Also, I was looking at Murashima, and I was looking at his skin and, the kind of like discoloration he's got and part of it. And I was thinking he should have like a cursed, his dream is cursed, right? So because he was marked at birth, that's kind of like, that's like his gimmick, is that he's cursed because of that, or that's part of it. I don't know.
Harry's got this little shitty thing right here, and Murashima's just like, it's all over my arms and part of my chest.
There's something there, right? I mean, there could be.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You can use it, or you could just like wear long sleeves and totally ignore it's there. But no, it's wrestling.
Plus, he's going to be jacked. He can't be covering that up. Come on,
man. He doesn't. Dude, no one's going to care. You got birthmarks if you fucking like. He's already putting on the because he's a bit flabby in a healthy, because he's putting on the beef to be a heavyweight.
He's like Tsuji, yeah.
Yoda Tsuji had that as well. And now look at this, my man.
Anyway, well, next week we have Tanahashi and Trash Talking Young Lion versus Bread and Justice. And they're representing Three Dads Gym, of course. Brett wants the ace, and he gets him. And Daiki Nagai gets the pleasure of getting his motherfucking ass kicked by a true dad, Yuji Nagata. Not like that Goto fake dad guy, But he does slam Brett and grabs Brett later. And that was
he was out of it, too.
Baghead of death, on Young Lion. Remember when Coach Ema killed all those young lions? I was just talking about that yesterday, but it was just funny that he killed all his young lions.
I think, was it a G1 or something like that? And he was dadding it up.
He was getting ready for a match, though, and it was like the Will Ospreay like street fight match, which wasn't that great, if you remember. So,
well, no, because I know that Will Ospreay's winning, and I don't want to see him beat dads. Yeah. Actually, I'm a weirdo. I don't usually want to see him beat anybody. He's good. I like his in-ring, but I don't know. I never got completely back on his side. So
he's still in the video, like when the United Empire comes out, it's like Will Ospreay, and I'm like, somebody fix that. Come on, he's not even in the group.
Yeah, well, the video would be a lot shorter because
well, and they'd have to add bag, which don't be adding.
You sent me this fucking video, right? I don't know what night of these two nights it happens, and I'm like, I hate this, and it's like Tanahashi's going, hey, just how many guys there is? Why don't you join Hontai? And I'm like, fuck off, nerd.
Yeah. That was after one of these shows, is that Tanahashi gave him the ultimatum. If you guys are going to be baby faces, you got to join the group and fight House of Torture. Fuck that. Fuck that.
Maybe we want to fight other people.
Yeah.
Bunch of nerds. I'm not taking orders from Goto. Get out of here.
Tanahashi.
WWE. Fuck.
He is like some kind of board queen. And like Goto is lore, and they are trying to assimilate everybody, and I don't like it.
No, he's lamer than lore. He's Hugh.
Yeah. Oh, poor Hue. Hugh comes. Remember what happened to
definitely
Hugh?
Lamer.
Did you see what happened to Hugh and Picard? Holy shit! It's not good. So.
Oh wow. No, I pretty much pretend that the only season of Picard was the one that I loved, and that's season 3. Anyway, we got Yoshihashi and Toriano. She's getting all these weird combos of people. I know they're all in Hontai and Chaos or whatever, but I don't know. I'm used to seeing him tag with Goto, and I guess Goto's got other things to do, and Yoshi's left in the lurch. It's funny, like, Yoshi's like, yay, my tag partner is the champion now. I get cool feud too, correct? No, you do not. In fact, you don't get Nothing for you, sir. Nothing.
He's waiting. He's gonna get a title shot, man.
Gato's like fucking Willy Wonka going, you get nothing.
That's
Good
right.
day, sir.
Man,
Good
he really
day.
loses his mind right there. It's like that guy's like, hey, so my kid kind of didn't get what he was supposed to get, and he's like, what'd you fucking say to me? You get nothing, and he loses his mind, and that's one of the Gene Wilder. He's so great.
Dude, that movie's amazing, and I never really realized how creepy it was until like a year or two ago. We've spoken about this on the show, but look, I guess I'm stalling because this is a match with Yoshi and Toriano and Taka Michinoku and Yu Uemura, and I gotta watch Taka lose. All right, fine. All right, I accept that. It's part of life now. But a butterfly lock? Fuck you, Yoshihashi.
At least he was comfortable, you know.
Yeah. He jumped peacefully in the middle of the ring.
That's great. Next, look, we have Great O'Khan, TJP, and Bag versus ELP, Jotto, and Bars. Bars and Bag. So we get some Bolton Oleg versus Great O'Khan, and that's some good fun right there. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
United Empire beat up Jotto, and then it's preview shit for the challenger and the champ, and it's very good. Bars does powerful shit and gets the you can't on Bag. Bars pins Bag.
I'm loving Bag, by the way. What's his like? I still can't remember his real name. So
it's Jacob Austin Young. It's Jay. So no, but Bag's better. Wait,
I like Brian Austin Green and Bag. That's so much funnier.
When he like has a good feud and like the crowd starts cheering him and he like gets some good wrestling in, then we'll call him what his real name is. So, but
I'm sorry, like Callum Newman. Like, all right, was he fully formed? No, but he was the fastest man I've ever seen in that ring, and I was like, oh, I know who this guy is now. Like
we still called him Newman for a long time.
Oh, of course,
we gave him his real name.
But we're not calling him Oldman or anything like that.
No.
I'm going to call him that about 20 years.
I like Gary.
Yeah, definitely going to call him Gary when he gets older. Yeah, it's happening.
That's fun. Did you see? Okay, so like Walker has some problem with the commentary, and I'm pretty sure I saw an American near the equipment. And but ELP joins commentary here, and I believe he's on both nights. So
yeah, that's true. He does kind of be like, hey, Great O'Khan, TGP, yeah, I've got open challenges and stuff. And like I said last episode, I'm like, they beat you. There's nothing open about it, bitch. Like, they're lined up. Like, fuck off.
He says, I'd like to bring back the open challenge. And he's just kind of like, but I got this going on now. And it's like, you can't.
You know what open challenge means to me? You're champion, and we have no story for you.
That's right. Yeah, we just need to defend the title right now. So
yeah, that's it. We just need you to win. Oh, okay, cool. I mean, I'd much rather you have a bloody feud with Great Khan, but yeah. Anyway, next we've got Bushi and Tetsuya Naito versus Callum on the Cob. My first notice. Yeah. Where is Naito? Not Naito, sorry. Where is Hiromu? I guess Hiromu isn't around because you can't have the tag team of Hiromu and Naito and then have one of them lose, I guess, because it's tag champs. Also, it's Hiromu. I guess he gets a rest. Nice. And unfortunately, I miss him and I want to see him do his stuff. Man, can you believe that? There was a time where I was just like, oh my God, I'm sick of this guy. Now I'm just like, where is Hiromu?
It's almost wild how if they, if he like is overexposed, you don't like him as much. And when he isn't, you're like, oh, I like him. It's almost weird how that works.
Yeah, it is. It is kind of weird how that works. And there's a guy that's being really exposed right now that I would just like, go back and don't come back until your hair's grown. We'll get to that. But
Bag?
No, it's not Bag. I don't even know what the guy's hair looks like. I can't remember. I think like, does he? No, I can't.
It's not worth talking about, honestly.
No. So there's a flying knee kind of move on Bushi by Callum Newman for the 3, and there's a kind of implication here, made mostly by the commentators, and a little bit by the wrestlers a little bit later, but that's a little bit later after it's happened, that maybe Callum on the Cob want a shot at them tag titles. And I'm like, yes, please.
Okay.
I'll be into that. But, Cobb did beat Naito in the tournament, so...
Yeah, and Callum Newman lost to him, so there you go,
Yeah, ready-made story there for Callum Newman. Naito doesn't care about. Naito doesn't even know to Naito, Callum Newman is bag.
Yeah, he's like, who's this bag guy? That's what he's talking about. That's why he's doing this thing. He's
It's
like,
the bag, man.
Bag? I can't. Yeah. Anyway, so did you say what happened in this match?
Yeah.
Okay.
Psycho niche kind of finish it on
That's
on
right.
Bushi.
Okay. Well, next Luke Marty appears, and I'm happy to see him, and so is everybody in the world. And then we get a match. It's Gabe Kidd, Drilla Maloney, Sonata, Fale, and Chase Owens versus all of them. And so, Show comes out. He trash talks the crowd. They probably deserve it. And then Gabe Kidd comes out, and he goes right for Ren. Again, Sonata throws evil into Tanahashi, and this is a lot of fun. So Tanahashi's on commentary, and here comes Sonata throwing evil into him, and Tanahashi gets the giggles, and he falls down, and he's like holding his tummy and laughing. It's so funny.
It's true. It's like he didn't expect it, but he didn't expect that, so he didn't have time to put it on his professional face or something.
They also did something to Milano that we couldn't see on camera too. I think he was laughing at that because they choke, he runs over, somebody runs over, grabs Milano's jacket, and then they start choking Tanahashi with it. And I think that's kind of what made him laugh. But that was a lot of fun. Some fans get mixed in with the madness a little bit, and they are like, oh my God, get me out of here. It's really fun.
If this happens in America, we're suing this person. How dare they? We better give them free merch quick. In Japan, it's like, oh my God, they're doing stuff now. And
they hit me with a chair. I love it. So, it's the best. So, there is a match eventually, and Marty might get the giggles a little bit right at the beginning because him and it's like Maloney and Show are in the corner, and they won't break the hold or break the contact in the corner. Fucking Marty's giggling. He's like, you guys get out of the corner. It's so funny. So everybody's having a good time. House of Torture get the upper hand for quite some time, of course. Hot. They tag. Oh, this is a hot tag, not a hot tag, but it is a tag that has hot in it, and it's Gabe versus Ren. Kid in. Chase Owens get the Ishii hot tag spot for some reason and runs wild, and I don't like it. We get a double Eddie Guerrero spot from him where it's like they're trying to throw it back and forth, and stuff like the chair just so that no one sees it and stuff. That's fun. Whiskey spot misses, but the powder does not. Everything is in fact evil on Chase Owens.
I like seeing a double axe handle on Marty Asami as well. That made me fucking laugh. Sonata does a total of 1 drop kick, and Fale doesn't tag in.
No,
so
he didn't do anything. So.
No,
that's fine.
So what side is he on? That's yeah. Yeah, who knows? He's not the focus at all. It's Sonata, but this is good. I really like Ren Narita and Gabe Kidd. By the way, I looked it up. I was like, hey, Windy Fart's coming up. Cool. Oh, no, it's a pay-per-view. Okay, yeah.
Is it?
Make me pay to watch fucking 30 minutes of Kid and Ishii, you fucking son of a...
Yeah.
Well, I kind of want to watch that. Yeah, that to me is worth the money, so I think I'm going to get it just to go because I want to watch that match.
Okay.
It's up to you if you want to cover it with me. Oh, if we both want to cover it.
Well, let's talk about it now. Definitely now.
Let's do it now on the show.
Let's figure
because
it out.
It's important I do this right now rather
let me get my calculator out and do some banking.
Okay. I have about right now. Oh, look, fuck all to buy it yet, but in a couple of weeks maybe. Anyway, it's Shooter Umino and Tomoaki Honma. Honma's got a tag with an angry nerd versus Shingo Takagi and Yota Tsuji.
It says right here in front of me, it says Honma and a nerd versus Shingo and Tsuji. I didn't get the angry nerd part though, but that's way better. You're right. He is an enraged nerd. That's what's going on. You know the thing where if a nerd gets really fired up, they attack and lash out, and they just kind of Olay them, and then they just kind of go on the floor. That's the energy.
If you allow me one tangent, just one, Luke, a bit. All right. I was in woodwork with a few mates that I'm still mates with. One of my mates' names was Melvin. Melvin is a nerd. He was my Battle on 5 buddy. He still is. We talk about it on the Buster School and shit. Anyway, nerd, very placid, nice person, right? Really nice. And anyway, we're in woodwork class, and unfortunately for Melvin, me and my old mate Tim, we don't give a shit about woodwork. Neither does a few other of us. So we're just like sawing the table, putting nails in it, all this kind of stupid, young person shit, right? Melvin doesn't do that. Like, he'll sit there and do his woodwork while we're just goofing off.
Mm-hmm.
But there's this one time, Melvin decides to join the goof off, and the fucking teacher snapped at him, had a go at him, took whatever he was showing us off him and put him in his office. And we're all looking at him going like, really? He's never, like, you should be yelling at us.
Right.
Like, what are you doing? Where the fuck? Look at the nails I've done. It says you fucking suck in the table on nails.
You saw me doing this, yes.
Yeah. What are you telling him off for? Because he's an easy fucking target? Oh, no teachers ever fucked with him again because he picked up a saw and he goes, if you don't give me that fucking back right now, I'm gonna fucking cut you up. And everyone's like, whoa! Where did the fuck this come from? Where was this? So yeah, don't look. Hey, just because they might seem like a really nice, soft-spoken nerd doesn't mean you can fuck with them because they'll snap. When they snap, goddammit, they'll get suspended for a week.
Yeah,
which is something that somehow I never got. Somehow, and neither did a couple. Like, we weren't problem kids and stuff. We just didn't give a shit about woodwork. That one class.
Sure, I care. I follow you, but I mean, it's kind of like that thing where the heels are cheating the whole match. And then they catch Taichi with a chair one time and catch us up. So it's like ding, ding, ding. It's just like that, and Taichi goes crazy too.
But it's exactly like that.
So except for the nerd part. But yes, Luke, now I believe that I would like to, like Jesus Christ, I would like to sacrifice myself for you. And I would like to talk about the Shota Umino main event. So I think that you would need to talk about this main event. So why don't I talk about Hanma and Nerd Rage versus Shingo and Tsuji? Not that there's much to say. Shota's all mad at the world. He heard about that thing that happened with your friend and the teacher. He's not happy about it. You know what I mean? He feels empathy towards the nerd because he is himself a nerd. And Shingo is a dirty dog in this match. And I love it. And the crowd loves it too. It's so funny, man. He just keeps figuring out ways to cheat and shit like that. And I love it. It's funny. He does a DDT. At one point, Bahama doesn't flip over. And it looks very, very scary. Bahama's just fine. He's okay. Doesn't matter. And then I really like this. This is so cool. So Hanma goes for Kokeshi. And Tsuji rolls away. Tsuji's in this match? Sure. Yeah, Tsuji. Yeah. He rolls away. All right. Then Hanma doesn't fall for it. He's like, tries it again. All right. And then of course he doesn't get it. Hanma doesn't fall for that. And the third time he rolls out of the ring onto Tsuji, or Tsuji rolls out of the ring, and there's a whole thing. And finally Hanma gets the Kokeshi, and I didn't write it down very well, but it was really cool. And then, of course, Tsuji beats Hanma's motherfucking ass and blasts his jeans into oblivion.
That's right. Yeah. And look how deep in the card Hanma is. I'm like, fuck yeah.
That's a good point.
I'll tag you with a friggin' angry nerd if it means I'm in the semi-main event. Fuck yeah. I'll drop too. What's that? Okay, let's go. All right, here's our main event. It's I fucking really, really love this match. Actually, it's my favorite of the two main events, to be honest. So
yes,
good call.
Yeah.
And it's David Finlay versus Zack Sabre Jr. By the way, two of my all-time favorites are in these finals matches: Zack Sabre and Shingo. And
we have to set the stage though a little bit. You know, Marty's here, of course. But he's not here for this one. Red Shoes comes out, which is upsetting. But Taichi joins Japanese commentary to watch, and it's like, oh.
So this match is awesome. This is like, you've got Finley's kind of smash mouth, I'm gonna just wail on you kind of style, with Zach's kind of more he's got much more of a strike game than he used to, big time, but it's his finesse versus Finley's kind of roughness, if that makes sense. And I think the mixture of what these two bring is never as fuck and really awesome. And I know they've had matches together before, but this might be one of my favorites of theirs together.
Yeah.
Because it's this Finlay, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I really like what David Finlay's putting down lately. And well, Zach's one of the best in the world, so I always like what he's putting down. And I like that both men are kind of jostling for position at the start, and they're kind of dancing around, and then
Finley's he's no slouch though, man.
Yeah.
Like Zack Sabre Jr.'s like let's Matt wrestle. He's like, cool, fucking Finley's my dad, no problem. You know what I mean? It's awesome.
Yeah, it you know, I might not have based most of my offense around the fact that I can do all this stuff, but I can do all this stuff. Let's go. And they're jostling for position, and Zach's just like goes, "All right, I'm going to dump you outside onto the outside."
Hip toss to the outside.
Yeah, man, that's fucking hip toss. And I feel kind of bad for Finlay because he's got to keep going in this tournament because and good. I'm always nervous now with Finlay because I'm loving what he's doing, and I'm loving him really, and I want that to turn into months and months and months and months and years and years and years and years of it, because I feel like, and it's not his fault, but you know, some things just happen. The universe just sometimes just decides you're snake bit.
Yeah.
But so far he seems to have held, like, because, and sometimes it worries me because he's got this style that when it's a big match, he's going to go hard. And if he's going to go hard, well, guess what the other wrestler's going to do? Oh, we're going that hard today, are we? Cool, let's go. Because Zach's like, well, I don't even have to do tag matches tomorrow night, so it's fine, man. Like, I can go hard.
They're in the main event, the semifinals of the New Japan Cup, main event of Gymnasium, you know, General Gymnasium number 3. So I'm just saying.
And that's what I like about, you're right, with Finlay's mat game, because it just allows these two to do so many absolutely amazing reversals on each other. So it's someone who can hang within that kind of realm with Zack Sabre Jr. Rather, he does, like, a lot of guys need to just be a base for Zack Sabre Jr. to work around, but there's some guys that don't need to be that base, that just kind of stays kind of still like a cob. You want him to be that base,
but
right?
you do get spots in this match where where Zack Sabre Jr. is doing that thing where he just climbs around on David Finlay. It's wild looking, man.
You're going to take the into the abyss overkill. No, I'm not. I'm going to grab this arm. I'm going to put you in a chokehold, all this kind of stuff. But Finlay, he knows a lot of this stuff too. So there's so many fucking cool reversals that I couldn't even like write them all down. I loved it. And I love that Zach's selling game has gone up. Like, I remember 2017, he was so focused on being, I'm the submission guy, and that's what I do. I put submissions on the people, and then they do the tap out. Whereas now it's kind of, he's got everything. He's got character. He's got strikes that actually look good, you know, all this kind of stuff. So he's bulked up his, chilling out with Suzuki for like, and Taichi for like five or 6 years. So he's going to give you all the tools that you need. So in many ways, this is awesome. And I'm thinking to myself, I get to the point where I'm like, you know what? I'm happy no matter who wins. Zach's won 2 of these already, so he doesn't need to win this for me. I'm all right. And I don't think they're in a rush to take the belt off Goto for some reason. I don't know. Something tells me he's going to have. You can't have it for the G1, really. That's going to be lame.
Well, it'd be really cool if Finlay beat him, you know, because that would get all kinds of heat on Finlay or heat on Goto, but heat for Finlay. So, I mean, that would be good.
What I really like is like these two beat the shit out of each other to near exhaustion, where they're absolutely like just fucked to the point where Finlay gets the overkill on and just falls kind of on top of Zack Sabre Jr. for the 1, 2, 3. So this is like, all right, I'm beating the recently former champ that you know just lost the title. I've got to really earn this win. And Zack, man, he wrestles like he's still the champ. I'm gonna lose. Oh, that's fine. I'm gonna make you look like it was you just beat Magnus Carlsen in chess. That's how good you look right now. You know, like a fucking bajillion dollars.
Did he use the beads, you think? Or
nah.
like without the beads?
You don't need no beads. He pulled the beads out of his shillelagh and collect him. I don't like this too because it also shows that, like, all right, Gato's out there, but his interference is very minimal, as you know, and I barely noticed that he did anything really.
I don't think he did.
No, that's what I like about this version of the War Dogs. Even if Finlay stays this kind of heel character, he doesn't need Gato's shit to do that. You know, he's just a freaking bruiser and a badass. So I thought this match was awesome, and I fucking loved it. Yeah,
it was great. There was a part in this match where Zack Sabre Jr. needed a move. So he needed something. He was going down if he didn't pull something out, and he hits an axe bomber, and it's like Tai Chi. Like, that was awesome, and then he lost. But I'd rather get anything but Zack Sabre Jr. and Shota Umino again. So this win for David Finlay prevents that from happening, which I'm happy about that. We're all rooting for Shingo now, right? So this is all like kind of heading towards something where I don't, this isn't a lackluster New Japan Cup. There's been awesome matches, but like story-wise, I think because I don't care who the champion is, it's kind of like, doesn't really matter as much, but it's been fun that way because you're less angry, so that's good, and it's like, it's not as big of a deal, so that's all right. Who
gets I feel like I've been a bit more chill about it too. Who gets the privilege of wrestling Goto? I don't really care. Yeah. But what I am digging is all the story stuff that they're laying out throughout the tournament instead. So yeah.
Right. This is all set up for later. It's going to be a great year, so. But that was night 7 in the books. Night 8, Luke. We're back at a legendary venue for these kinds of shows, and it's in Fukushima. It's Big Pallet, and Big Pallet, it looks like the inside of a dishwasher. That's what it looks like. But it's the biggest dishwasher you've ever seen.
People don't sit on chairs. It's a fucking tray that people pull in and out. You stand outside the venue, you get in the tray, and then they push it. In.
Those little Tide Pod looking things that have the soap in them. It's like Marty carries one out, and it's this big. That'd be great. So, all right. Well, I'll start this one off. But it is Bread and Yuji Nagata representing Three Dads Gym versus Tanahashi and Murashima. That's great. Murashima gets to tag with the Ace, but he also gets to get his ass kicked by all 3 members of the Three Dads Gym faction. So I hope Bread beats Tanahashi. That'd be cool.
I do too.
He can't just win all these matches, right? Like, what's the point of that? So, he's got to lose to somebody. Come on, make it Bread,
please.
So Bread does get to do his elbow drop. That was great. He doesn't hit Tanahashi in the dick, though, because he likes him. So Murashima grabs Mr. Bread, and Yuji Nagata has to break it up because Kojima's fucked. He can't get out. That's good. Mm-hmm. They put over the kid. But and then Murashima fucks up Yuji Nagata for breaking it up. But Bag Out of Death, the ultimate weapon against all young lions, eviscerates young Murashima.
That's right. It's a stiff baguette right to the mush. Yeah. I hope Kojima wins too. Kojima's not retiring.
No.
And I like them, but out of the dads that we get all the time, Tenzan, Honma, Nagata, I think Kojima still moves the best out of all of them. And obviously, other companies are willing to put gold on this man still. So, fuck yeah. He's still the MLW tag team champion.
He's tag champion with who? I don't even care.
I don't know. Who did he drop the title to? I think it was Riddle. No, I don't want to talk about it. That sucks ass. But,
yeah. I hope he elbowed him in the dick.
No, mate.
Did New Japan learn their lesson with that? They had that. They had the Dolph Ziggler thing, and then we haven't had any of that for a long time, and it's like, I think they maybe learned their lesson.
Like, you can bring the zigzag back. Like, I'd be all up for that because I liked his stint in New Japan. Yeah,
it was okay. The matches were fine. There was one that wasn't good though. It was weird. Like if I remember right, but I could be wrong about that. But
you pretty much brought Nemeth down to wrestle David Finlay, and I'm like, look, okay, that's great, but why aren't you bringing Nemeth down to wrestle your Japanese homegrown guys.
Yeah,
Like, no offense to Finley, but you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
that's what. Well, I guess he is one of their Japanese homegrown guys, actually.
Yeah,
So,
I know.
but I know what you mean, actual Japanese guys. But yeah, I just I don't know. They bring in Mercedes Moné. That's it. That's the only like superstar wrestler that they're trying to bring in now. And I just hope they've learned their lessons. And if they do, it's somebody from AEW who's already been there, or Ricochet, who again has already been there. So that was great. Anyway,
yeah, it's me now when we've got Daiki Nagai, and he has to, and Bolton Oleg tagging with a bunch of nerds.
He is.
That's right. It's Daiki Nagai, Jado, Bolton Oleg, Toriano, and El Phantasmo versus TJP, Great Khan, Callum Newman, Jeff Cobb, Callum on the Great Khan Cobb. Oh fuck it, whatever. And Bag's
here. Bag's here.
He's the most beautiful thing in the world. All right. So one of my favorite things that Bag does is get tossed around like a sack of shit by Bolton Oleg every time.
That's fun.
And I think like Bag goes limp, kind of, when and Bars has him, and you just like go, whoa! It's like he's in a fucking pirate ship ride. You know those ones that go like this, the pendulum.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's wild.
Viking ship.
Yeah, he takes that. I have to, yes, I put him over at least for the first time here and say, I like how he gets tossed around by Bars. And I wish he was in a different faction so I could see Jeff Comm just fucking suplex him into the stratosphere. Tour of the islands is fucking tour of the planet. Like, get out of here. Now you're on Venus. Fuck off, Bag. But TJP, he taps out Daiki Nagai. I'm like, don't. Why could it be a tour? Here's to Daiki's just like, come on, I haven't been on a tour yet. Let me go on a tour. I want to get my hand rated.
Wow, he would go to the fucking universe too. Universal tour.
I still want Great Khan versus El Phantasmo, but TJP's talking shit like, I can fuck you up, El Phantasmo, because I can. You put that belt in my face, I'm gonna come get it.
I'm looking at you through my bangs. That got you a big pop last episode. But anyway,
the bangs.
There was two things in this match that were pretty cool. One was that Newman took a shoulder tackle from Bars and did the Rikishi bump from a shoulder tackle. He just goes, woo! That was awesome. I love that. Also, Daiki Nagai is supposed to be up on the apron, ready for a tag. He's not. ELP's like, get the fuck up here, right? And he can't get up there in time, and Daiki Nagai does the most amazing thing in wrestling. We get a Canadian tag right through the ropes, man. That made me laugh so hard. I always love whenever I go to a show or watch wrestling when someone does the Canadian tag through the ropes, because it's not legal.
Tanahashi do it a number of times as well. So like,
it's silly. Anyway, Daiki Nagai did it, and it was fun to a Canadian. So just saying.
It's a double Canadian.
Also, we have a little extracurricular activity with this match. After the show, Daiki Nagai was talking shit about Murashima in the post-show comments, and I don't like it. He's not like real mad at Murashima, you know. It's pretty funny.
Oh my god.
Next, we have a quick one. It's Ishii, Yoshihashi, and Hanma versus Hartley Jackson, Ryohei Iwa, and Zack Sabre Jr. This is very good, mainly because Zack Sabre Jr. and Ishii are just get into it big time in this match. They want to make you forget that Zack Sabre Jr. just lost a bunch of matches. So let's just get him in a fight with Ishii, and you forget all about that, you know. But Hanma gets gripped the fuck up, and after the match, Zack Sabre Jr. and Ishii keep fighting, and even Ryohei Iwa just out of nowhere just goes like, "Hey, I don't like you either," and starts chasing him around and stuff. So
it gets gripped the fuck up. Oh my god, that sounds dirty for some reason.
That's what happened.
But like Iwa from the previous night and Zack Sabre Jr. tonight, they're just like, "Fuck you, Ishii, fuck off," and Ishii's just like, I'm 50. I'm not getting any less grumpy. I'm getting saltier at my old age. And I just want to hurt people. Man, he does that every match. And every time he does it, I'm like, yeah, give me that singles match. It works every time, New Japan.
Every time.
Every time.
Did we get Akira versus Ishii? We did, didn't we?
I don't know if it's a singles, but we did get that mini feud for a while. But
yeah, we need that singles match. Come on.
See, like, who do you want to see Ishii wrestle, Luke? Yes.
whoever he's looking at,
Yeah,
whoever he's angry with, that's what I want.
That sells me on the match right away. He's pissed off with that dude. I want to see him fight now.
Yeah. Well, ELP joined commentary at this point again.
That's right. Yeah, that's all right. He's pretty good.
Yeah,
on the commentary.
You used to make fun of him. You say, "Hey, Kevin," and you talk.
Hey, Kevin. I'm kicking trees, man.
He did. We forgot to mention on the last night. He did talk about Bolton Oleg's training regimen and that he fights mountains in his spare time. So I thought was pretty funny. And I was thinking, like, if Walker only knew about the tree kicking thing, he would have been like, just like kicking trees, They would have had a nice little thing like that. That would have been fun.
No, that is true. By the way, what I do appreciate is not all the people who join Walker or whoever's doing commentary, you can tell that they're not up to date on the product or whatever. You don't have that with El Phantasmo. He knows what the fuck he's talking about. Like, he'll pull out stuff that isn't even like related to what he's doing.
Yeah, he knows.
And I'm like, oh, it's like he watches the product of the company that he's in. Wow. Because you get Jeff Cobb, who I like, or Lance Archer, who is Lance Archer. And, they don't watch shit. They don't watch anything. Like, they don't know what the fuck's going on. Who's that guy? What are they? Oh, right. Yeah. So,
how much does he weigh?
That's right. Yeah. So we got Taka Michinoku, Taka Taichi, and Yuya Uemura versus Drilla Maloney, David Finlay, and Sonata. Now, this is kind of a weird 6-man match because I'm like, what is this for? Oh, just so everyone can see them all wrestle, I guess, and get paid, and also just continue this weird Sonata thing that's going on because Drilla and Finlay, they're working hard and they're on the War Dogs page, let's be badasses, yeah. And Sonata's just like, fuck this shit, low blow, skull end on Taka Michinoku for the win. Hey, you giving me shit too? Pop up low blow on you, motherfucker.
Reverse
get out of
low
here.
Blow.
Yeah.
That shit was so funny, man.
The other two are war dogs, whereas Sonata, he's a fucking war cat. He's acting like a war cat. He is. He's not a fucking dog. He's not going with the dog pack. He's like, fucking meow, nut punch.
Yeah.
I fucking love it. Sonata's a cat.
Fun.
Yeah. It's good stuff.
There was a really cool part in this match too where Taichi just wrestled everyone and just was like, hey, everyone want me to bump a little bit? Come on in. That's what he did, and it was great. I like that. The pop-up reverse low blow shit is hilarious, and that made me laugh. So
Sonata's getting a reaction from both of us.
Yeah, it's funny.
Then it's working.
So, also, I think that Gabe Kidd and Drilla Maloney, they're more like when you're on cool with them, then it's live and let live. You do what you're going to do, man. I'm going to do what I'm going to do. Don't get in my way. You know what I mean? I won't get in your way. So that's kind of how they are with Sonata. Whatever he's doing, that's cool. We don't care. We're over here beating these guys up. As long as he doesn't get in my way, we're cool. So
that's right.
So next, Marty is here, and I'm happy to see him. And he's here for this madness. It's Gabe Kidd and Team T-Shirt versus Ren Narita, Sho, and Kanemaru. And Kidd rushes the ring, and everybody fights, and commentary giggles when some fans get squished by the guardrails. We don't get to see it, but it happens, and they think it's so funny. And they're making the, hey, get him a T-shirt thing and all that. So Gabe Kidd gets the hot tag late in the match. He gets huge reactions for everything he does. He hits a bunch of headbutts on Ren and hits a moonsault on all of House of Torture. And ELP calls it because he's like, I know, I do flippy. He's like, the flippy's available. Do the flippy. And he does the flippy. And it was like, that was fun, Double count out, though, with they're like rolling around on the ground, acting like they can't get in the ring. And
Ren
grabs Gabe Kidd's leg at the last second to prevent him. And then Walker is like, Marty, that's a bad call. Bad Marty, And you should. He says the most outrageous thing of all time. He says that the leash should be longer. The leash should be longer in this match than it already is. It's like the leash is down the street. You can't even see the dog. You know what I mean? There's like a pack of them way down the street. You can't even see them. And he wants the leash longer. Now, hold on. And then ELP corrects him and proposes a match. He proposes the Moat of Lava match, which
that's right,
which was a lot of fun. That whole sequence of commentary was good shit.
Dude, Chumpy's got a fucking leash. He's tied it around the bus that's far away because the fucking car park's not close to the fucking big pallet. Oh my goodness, yeah, he wants the lava match, and Walker's like, "What? All right, fine, we'll have a match. We're surrounded by fire." And he's like, "Fire? No, I said magma, lava.
Right.
Yeah, the floor is lava, Walker. Come on, man."
That was fun.
Yeah, no, that was fucking awesome. And our last preview-ish tag is Bushi, Tetsuya Naito, and Yota Tsuji versus Yujiro Takahashi and the Evil Dicks. So, I don't know, for some reason they decided to make a big deal that Yujiro and Naito, they used to be friends a long time ago. And they have the wrestles against each other. And, of course, like, Naito gets the upper hand because, like, Yujiro decided to be a coaster and Naito decided he wanted to be champion. Oh, my God. But there's the finish is fucking hilarious. Like, Bushi is like, nah, Evil, you're not low blowing me. Fuck you. Then Dick Togo gets behind Bushi and low blows him from behind.
Yeah, that was
funny. And then they both do the magic killer on him, and Evil pins him. 1, 2, 3, and then Evil decides because there's been a bit of this each time that Yoda's on the opposing team, that Evil wants to get a bit one up on him because I think that's where we're going. We're getting a global title between these two men. Yes, please. And Evil decides to fuck around and find out, and he gets smacked in the nuts after a failed title shot to the face because Evil's got his belt. And then Pimpy's just like, "Hey, I'm gonna fuck you up with my pimp cane, Yota Tsuji." Nah, he gets Yota Tsuji blocks that and busts him in the nuts too. So apparently, like, pretty much everyone in the match gets busted in the nuts except for Naito, who's walking around fine, going like, "Hey, what's wrong, everybody? Hey, everyone, what's the problem?" And
everyone else is selling their balls. Yeah. All the House of Torture guys are rolling around on the mat holding their balls. Everybody else is like, okay, but they're also holding their balls. And Naito's like, "What's up, bro?" That's good shit. That's LIJ stuff I want to see. You know, that's fun.
Oh,
but
yeah, that's great.
We had a great, more great commentary here where ELP asked Walker if he likes sports. And, he's like, "Oh, yeah, I like pro wrestling." And ELP's like, "No, I mean real sports. Which ones do you like?" Which made me laugh. So, and Walker didn't know how to respond to that, and that was fun.
Yeah, because he's got it in his head like, "Wait a minute, wrestling's not a real sport. I can't. I've got to put this over. It's my job. It's my one job."
Plus, like, if you said that to most wrestlers, they kind of get mad at you.
Oh, yeah.
So it
doesn't give a fuck. He's fucking with him, sure.
So, all right, main event. This is the end semifinals, last match before the finals of the New Japan Cup. So we got Shota Umino versus Shingo. We all want Shingo to win. The crowd wants Shingo to win. Shingo wants Shingo to win. ELP wants Shingo to win. We all do. But there's one continuity who doesn't.
Like, "Hey, Walker, that's my daddy."
And that's Gato. That's one. There's one person who doesn't want him to win, and that's Gato. So, that's upsetting. But we do get a lot of Shingo just dominating Shota Umino for the beginning of the match, and it's really fun. He kicks his ass forever, and he gets finally gets one of his big lariats. There's an STF competition because they both do that move, so they're both doing the STFs. But I have the step over. But I am the stepping, and that's good. Superplex from Shingo, and he confesses his love for ska to the big pallet crowd, and they're very happy to hear it. We get a half and half suplex battle. It was kind of fun, and then a German suplex battle, and then a pumping bomber battle. And that's fun. They are like hitting big lariats and power bombs and shit. It's fucking good. The crowd starts to get behind Shooter a little bit. Because he's doing cool shit, and Shingo's bouncing around like a maniac as he does, So there's a very, very terrifying Made in Japan where Shingo almost loses Shota Umino, and like, I don't know what happened there, but it's like, again,
I think it's the same thing as the night before.
Right, with bars. It just wasn't timed right.
Yeah, look, wrestler taking Made in Japan. Struggle the first time, right? Lift. Oh, no. Up at the second time when he lifts you up, he's actually going to do it. So go with it. And I feel like there was a little bit of that too. Come on, man. You got to work with Shingo here because he's going to flip you over anyway. And his foot could land anywhere. It could land nowhere near you. It could land on your head, land on your chest. Like, come on. What are you doing? Don't make my boy look bad.
Tiger Driver 69-420 from Shingo. And then he takes Shota Umino's head off with a pumping bomber. And I was like, Shingo's losing.
Yeah.
It's just, you know, right there. I don't know why.
He's kicking too much ass because we both know how generous Shingo is. He's too dominant here. Oh, God.
Like, fuck. So late in the match like this, I don't know. Shota uses the drop kick like a young lion at one point, and that's a big spot. Landslide from Shingo, and then they collide doing this like lariat, and it's kind of scary, man. Like they just both run into each other. It doesn't look very pro wrestling, but it looks awesome. So and Shingo's up at 1, and Shooter hits another big one. He wins with his finisher or whatever it's called, Boo. But man, that was good at the end. The match was good at the end. I'm like, Finley comes out and he's like, I'm gonna win, you know, and then what's his name's like, no, but I will win the match, you see. Actually, he doesn't say anything. He grabs the mic and Gato's yelling at him to talk, Shota Umino, and Shota Umino says like 2 words and then walks away or something like that. And it doesn't make me excited for the match at all. But I will like to see Finley kick his ass. So there's at least gonna be some of that. And I can't imagine that he's gonna win the New Japan Cup, man.
Oh, dude, I remember saying, I don't know if I said it to you on the show, but I definitely sent you a message going like, out of the 4 finalists, Shooter's the one I want to win the New Japan Cup the least who makes it to the finals.
Yeah. I'm thinking he might win now because like, but if he wins, he's kind of, I mean, like he's got to win the title, right? And that would be like the new era. He'd be the first one of that group to win the title. Oh, I don't like it.
That's lame too. No, I don't want that. Like, I'm not saying I don't want to see him with the title. He's a good wrestler. I know he's going to have it at some point. It's just going to happen. Because not only is he a good wrestler, he's got handsome.
He's a top guy, potential.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. But I agree. Like, all right, he was gone and now he's back. And same music and same outfit. I'm like, all right, well, if you got this new demeanor, you got to change those 2. You didn't. Like, why are you wearing white? You should be in black or something. Like anything else. It feels to me like all you did was change your hair, shave your head, and not talk. I know he's got different. He does different things.
Yeah, I think he's slightly different, but I think like the question is, would you rather Finley beat Goto or lose to Goto, or would you rather Shooter beat
Finley.
Goto or lose to Goto? Right? Either result, I'd rather see it happen to Finley. You know, because I don't think him losing in the title match is going to hurt him after winning the New Japan Cup. The other one seems boring, but the other one is kind of like tantalizing because that match versus Goto with Shota Umino, that would be like, I don't know who the fuck's going to win this, man. I have no idea, you know, and that would be kind of like exciting in that way. But
I just want to know the
sad result either way.
I just want the more important question to be answered, and that's who's fighting for that Never title? Takeshita is still the champ. Like, come on, man.
Well, do you think? Okay, so he is going to face Tanahashi for it at the Windy City Fart. So, you know, I'd rather see somebody else take that belt off him, but maybe it's time or something. But do you think that they would have had that planned? That match has been booked for a while, so I don't know. I don't know who's going to win anything anymore, except for preview tags. So
I would also, if we're going to talk about Windy Fight just a tiny bit, I'd have Ishii beat Gabe Kidd in the 30-minute Iron Man match, and that frees up Gabe Kidd. He doesn't have that stank strong belt.
Yeah.
And America loves Ishii.
And he goes there in the summer every year, you know? So
yeah.
It's like,
so chuck the strong belt on Ishii. He's going to put some eyes on your shit. The American fans love him. Good.
Let him go on Ring of Honor and defend it or something like that, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. And that frees Gabe Kidd to like be in Japan and have
wreck shit.
And dude, yes. Like he doesn't need that. He doesn't need that title.
They got to get it off him before the G1. That's like you got to do that, right? Because that's a dumb thing to have in the G1. So
yeah. So I don't know, man. Yeah. We got a champion we don't care about, and a potential challenger for that title that will make me go, the match will be good, but I don't care if any of you lose. I want to hear the count out music, please. I'd like to see Finlay with the gold for a bit. I don't know. I think he'd be a good champ.
Okay. Well,
yeah.
So, Luke, we started this show doing the New Japan Cup in 2020. That was our first New Japan Cup.
Hey.
So it's been 5 years.
Evil Cup.
Yes, that was tremendous too. And so it's been 5 years. I'm not going to ask you to rank them or anything like that, but does this fall towards the top or towards the bottom of your favorite New Japan Cups over the years?
I think I even liked the one Okada one more than this one. I'm not saying this is a terrible New Japan Cup, but a big part of it for me is who's the champion. Oh, it's Goto. Okay. Whoever wins wrestles Goto. Yeah, so that's, whereas another year, who wins this? Whoever wins this fights Okada. Oh, okay. Whoever wins this fights Naito. Oh my God, it's evil and he's betrayed everyone. Oh, all that kind of stuff. He beat the fuck out of Yoshihashi too. Zack Sabre Jr. has done it a couple times. So I think there's been better tournaments, but what's been more for me this year than other years that I can remember, except maybe like the one where Evil turns, has been all the story stuff that we're getting, little Bullet Club teasers, all the other little feuds and nuggets that we're getting. I like a lot of that, maybe more than I give a shit about who actually wins the tournament. And I mean, I would have preferred Shingo versus David Finlay because I think that match would be more badass and I'd be more invested in it. And, it's rare that I'm annoyed when Shingo loses because he's such a generous dude that I don't know. I'm okay with it. He's been the champ. He's also the never guy, baddest motherfucker. So he's gotten all the accolades I could possibly want for him. I don't mind, and I wouldn't have minded seeing him lose to Finlay, and then all right, go and stuff. And yeah, so I would have preferred that much big time. Okay, there's a couple of things I would have done maybe different. I am a bit worried with Finlay because nothing in terms of him physically, but he's got this in the back seat. He's got this Bullet Club story brewing. So will that come into play and fuck him over? I don't know. Or are they holding off a little bit on that as they move towards Dontaku? And because Evil's going to have a little side quest with Yota Tsuji for the global title. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. I find all that kind of stuff way more interesting to me than I'm angry nerd.
Do you think that this maybe was missing some star power, kind of? It just feels like that there's somebody missing, I don't know. It's just, I'm not saying anybody specific, but I mean, there's lots of people missing. It's just, I don't know. Yeah. It just seemed like this was not that great of a tournament as far as but I'm not a big New Japan Cup guy. I never have been. I like the G1. That's my favorite, because it's on the G1.
We like round robins more than elimination tournaments. Yeah.
Well, it's there's a lot more. There's going to be more matches, period, and that means more chances to have one of those just transcendent matches just pop up on a random Tuesday show, and it's in the New Japan Cup, they're all trying to be those a lot, even though there were some light matches in this tournament as well. But I don't know. It's just I think also not being able to watch it really live this year didn't really help me make it exciting. That's on me, but I don't know. I still have fun talking about it. I had more fun talking about it than I did watching it. So I
think I agree. I'm still enjoying it. We're both shameless New Japan pro wrestling apologists, big time.
We're not going to stop all of a sudden.
No, fuck no. And even when we're saying New Japan was all right, we still enjoyed watching it, big time. I would take an average to meh New Japan show over a really good anything else promotion show anyway. So that's just where I'm at. New Japan's the best. It's my happy place. So yeah, absolutely. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so New Japan Cup's pretty much over. The finals will be here in a day or two or something like that tomorrow. I'm sure it's at 2 a.m. I'm sure. But that'll be fun, and we'll see who wins, and then we're going to see who faces Goto. But more importantly, we're going to see, we got some bigger shows coming up, that'll be fun. And when you see Fart, all kinds of stuff. Oh.
Sakura Genesis is happening, and then not too far away is Dontaku, which happens to be a thing where Bullet Club stuff tends to happen. So
that's true. Maybe that's all coming to a head there. We'll see.
That's it. Lots of barking. Hopefully, what's coming to a head there is maybe David Finlay beating the shit out of Goto.
Just no cage matches, please.
No.
Don't need it.
No, I still miss the Android man, Alex.
Yeah. That cage is sitting in a warehouse somewhere in Shibuya.
Yeah, smelt that cage down and turn it into a brand new ring post. Oh my god. Yeah, so wow, we got one more New Japan Cup episode to do. And wow. Oh. It's over almost. Yeah. Hello. I like doing this podcast, and now Andy's like, wrap it up, bitch. No, you're not, but you were yesterday. I got shit to do.
You just kept going on and on.
Yeah.
I was like, Jesus Christ, bro. Come on.
Yeah, I know.
What else is left to say?
This is how I start the show. This is how I do the show. How do you end the show? As awkwardly as possible. In Gato's beard. And Gato's beard dandruff, we trust.